What's up, guys? JD here, and we have Mr. Hockey here today.
Hey guys.
So I
You
know,
guys are getting to see my face for the first time.
yeah, everyone was saying, "Oh yeah, we can't see his face. This sucks." And so we figured it out. This is not the perfect way to do it, but this is going to be the way we're going to do it. If we do another one of these lazy casts, and if I ever have another conference call with someone else. So, anyway, today we are talking about both GTA, the first trailer for GTA 5, and the new online one. Mainly, we're talking about the online trailer. So far, what's your opinion, Mr. Hockey?
Um, I would say that they took more aspects from the single player
Mm.
more than they did multiplayer wise.
Hmm.
I really wish that they would bump up the servers to 32 people
Yeah.
because it's such a big map.
Um, and you froze for a second, and I did too, and we're still going to keep recording just to see. Okay, there you go. Um, yeah, I agree. They say that they're going to be constantly updating the game. I'm betting probably one of the updates is they're going to add more people to the server, because when they realize how many people are playing, they're going to probably up it. But 16 probably won't make it too laggy. You know what I mean? They don't want to make people's servers crash, so who knows?
Will
The,
there be a bias server is what I'm wondering because
mm,
it's own platform
I'm
technically.
I'm thinking how they're gonna do it is because you can have your own customization. Is you're gonna get your own world, and this is what you and me were discussing earlier. That like I might have my world, you might have your world, kind of like in Crackdown, where I can jump in your story and you might not be as far into the story. Don't go too far to the left. Your head's going out of frame. Uh, I just didn't want to lose you for a second there. I think what they're gonna do is like say you bought a penthouse. And I don't have that penthouse, but I go into your world and you live in that penthouse, and I might buy a house in your server, but then when I go to my server, I might not have that house. And I'm thinking is that it's not going to be one big server because I don't see how they could do customization other than that way.
And will there be customizable guns in multiplayer? I'm sure that there has to be.
I hope there is.
If you can do it, if you can do it in single player, then you have to do it in multiplayer.
I th
Because
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
in GTA, remember how we always said like we wanted to pull off heists and stuff, and it wasn't really that realistic.
Hmm.
Like now you can actually like pull off a bank heist or some liquor store heist, like they showed in the trailer.
Hmm. And
I
which is
wish we could pull up video of that trailer, but for
yeah.
copyright reasons, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we might do a picture. I might be able to find a picture of like a bank heist. But the thing is, like example, one of the things I like that they're doing that they didn't do in 4, I don't know why they didn't, is that you couldn't fly in planes. You had a whole airport and you could only fly in helicopters. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. That now you can actually purchase planes and fly around in planes.
Right.
And it doesn't seem like there's any limitations, so you can fly your planes anywhere. It's not like this is a
And you
designated
could,
flying area.
and there, and like, if you have ever played a game called Just Cause 2, that map is humongous. So you needed airplanes on that map. There was this one place called the Lost Island, and if you flew into the airspace of it, there was this giant tower that was shocker plane, and it would just go down
Hmm. I didn't
and
get that
usually
far.
crash.
I didn't get that far in the game. I didn't have time to play it. Not that it wasn't a good game, but like
I just free roamed.
well, and that's the thing is that they had planes in San Andreas, and I don't know why they got rid of them in GTA 4. There must have been some kind of discrepancy on their part. I don't know.
I don't think that the map was big enough to support it.
Maybe. I know that the San Andreas map was very large for its time.
For its time, that thing was humongous. And then Red Dead Redemption came around.
Hmm.
Everybody was like, wow.
Yeah.
Or GTA 4 came before Red Dead. But people were like, okay, well, this is a bit of a step down from
Hmm. And I don't know what it
GTA San
was. I don't know
Andreas.
what it was. I think that they were running on the same server as
San Andreas.
well, yeah, but I think that what it was is that obviously it was pushing the envelope. I don't know what engine it was on, but there had to been some kind of limitations that they weren't able to do it. Like they added all the other things, but they had to take out a lot of stuff. But um, I mean, froze again. They said that there was a lot of things that they wanted to put in the game that they didn't, probably because of limitations. But I know that this new one that I think is a new game engine. I don't think that it's the same one from the 4th game because the graphics look incredible. I like where you can buy cars, you can do all that stuff. You can. It seems like there's so many options. Like, hey, let's go parachuting. Let's go skydiving, and it's something that you could do in 4, but it wasn't something you wanted to do. Like jumping out of a helicopter in 4 is like, oops, at least I'm not going to die.
Yeah, if you were in the Battle Gate Tony at least.
Yeah, yeah. If you didn't have the Ballad of Gay Tony, you didn't have a parachute. And from what I understand, in the Lost and the Damned, you didn't have a baseball bat, which I guess is a substantial thing in Lost and the Damned. I didn't play that. Didn't you say you beat Lost and the Damned?
I didn't beat it, but I played through a lot of it.
Yeah. I can't say much because I haven't finished beating Ballad of Gay Tony. But the thing is that they were showing is that now in the third trailer, in the GTA 5 regular trailer, they were talking about how basically you play as 3 different characters. You can change out through them. It seems like the story is meant to be more linear. Not that it really is straight linear, but there's more of a story in that one with the 3 characters we can switch. And I don't know if you can only play, like you can say, well, I like this guy, I'm going to play him the whole time, or if it would be more beneficial to switch between them.
Now, one thing I also hope that they fix is the fact that in GTA San Andreas there was all this humor that we got out of the past GTAs like Vice City and 3.
Yeah.
We kind of lost all that GTA humor that we know and love in GTA 4.
Yeah. I'm hoping that
I
they're
hope
going to...
that it comes back.
I think the reason why they made it more serious is I think it was Saints Row, the second one, came out before GTA 4. That when they started going more comical with Saints Row, they didn't want GTA to follow down the same road. I think that's why they made the 4th one more serious. And then with GTA 3, where it's just so ridiculous that, like, you know, that just confirmed their beliefs in keeping it serious. Now, I agree with you. I think that there's a lot of subtle hilariousness in GTA 4, but it's not as much as, like, San Andreas, where you're just like, really? Really? But I think, like...
San Andreas, I would be laughing out loud at, like, Ryder in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was so high and stuff, and that was hilarious to me.
And the thing is like in Ballad of Gay Tony, it's like they were going back to the roots and making it more comical. Now, Ballad of Gay Tony wasn't completely funny, but there was a lot of more comical things in that, or like random things in that. I agree with you. They need to go more lighthearted on GTA 5. Not that they can't have it to be serious, because it's going to be a very serious game.
Right, and one more. I don't know if it's a linear story or not, because you play as 3 characters, and that's not as linear as, like, say something, I have games right next to me, like Halo 4.
Or Darksiders 2, the one that you were playing earlier about how linear it is. You can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't even think that we'll need to pull up pictures for that, because I got the cases right next to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the game right there. There were all these invisible walls if you played enough of it, and there were doors that would not open. And that was the thing that kind of made me mad about Halo, is that you have this entire story, but you can't explore your spaceship.
Yeah, that was something that they never really stretched out on in the Halo series, was full like free roam. But then that takes away from the story, and it's very hard to drive a story. And that's what I was going to ask you is about your head's going out of frame. A little bit to the right. Okay. I just don't want you to get cut out. What I was saying is that like the way they portray it in the GTA Online trailer is that basically the way they talk about is updating. Now, how much are they going to update and improve? Obviously, they're going to update and get rid of glitches and issues like that. But one of the things that the way they made it out is that you have stories. Apparently, there's mini stories, kind of like an MMO, where you have to go walk up to this guy and be like, hey, let's start this mission, you know. And like, is there an actual linear story for online? The way they say is updating are they just gonna keep adding more stories to make it continue?
I think that the life of GTA 5 is what's gonna keep it as probably one of the best games of all time. I'm betting Game of the Year for this year is GTA 5.
Oh yeah.
Because let's be honest, when a GTA comes out, it's a pretty big deal.
And the way they kind of say was online, they're kind of keeping it separated. It makes me wonder if they're going to call that as 2 separate things or one entity, because it's free.
Well, it is 2 separate things, because they said that you would get a code inside of your game case to download GTA Online, and if you were a special edition holder or a collector's edition holder like myself, I would get some DLC for stunt planes and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And my 25, I get also 25% boost on special abilities.
Nice. Okay, I will be playing with you because I had the regular. Hey guys, let's go over here. Okay. I did not realize it because when they announced it, you did more research on it than I did. I did see that it was talking about it would be separate and that The online is coming out October 1st, 2 weeks after. Now, I told you, and I'm thinking, and it makes sense, after the debacle with EA and SimCity, they're really probably afraid that they're not going to know how many people are going to buy the game until the game is released. Now,
SimCity was way overhyped.
yeah, that was true also. That there was a lot of things
It's
that they
coming out.
Hmm.
It's coming out in a week or so for the Mac. I wonder if they can actually release that good, because they fixed a lot of the things that ruined SimCity when it first came out.
Yeah, and I heard that they finally got rid of the limitations to how large you want the maps. Like, they were saying, oh, here's this little tiny map, build a humongous metropolis. Like, I get that they did that because they wanted...
They did that?
Well, yeah, apparently a lot of people... You're going out of frame again. A lot of people didn't like that basically you had these little tiny maps. And what they wanted you to do they wanted you to build multiple cities, and that each city had a specialization, and that each city fed off of each other. That's why they didn't have like one large map where you could just build a humongous city, which ticked off a lot of people because they're like, well, what if I don't want to have two other cities and have to start two other cities? What if I want one city that does everything? And so from what I heard is that there were some guys that made a mod where you could actually build outside the limitations and boundaries, so you could make your city as large as you wanted. And I heard in the news on Game Informer that they got rid of those borders, that you can now build as big as whatever, but I still don't want to play it. I grew up playing SimCity 4, and I'm really disappointed what they did with the new SimCity.
Alright, before we go off on a complete rant about
Mm-hmm.
SimCity, let's return back to GTA.
Yeah.
We were talking about servers.
Yeah.
My only concern about the servers is, are they going to do what they do with like Call of Duty? Are they going to, and Battlefield? Will they have southern servers?
Mm.
Like for the southern states,
Yeah.
like California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, and then east to that? Like you live somewhere in Florida that I'm not going to say. And then I live in Texas, so that means that our servers are probably going to be the same.
Probably. Regional servers.
And then it's good because, like, whenever I play Call of Duty, I usually see a lot of Texas emblems and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. So that's what tells me that it's more regional.
Well, I don't, and that's what I'm saying is I don't think it's going to be regional if they have it where you have your own individual server. And how it works is you have to connect to the whole server, and I was thinking about this recently. You have to still connect to the whole server, okay? Obviously to the internet, but your world is saved on your hard drive. You get what I mean?
Right.
Like, so all the stuff is special to your hard drive. So, you know, and that's what I'm saying is, say you buy all these cars and I come in there and I play with you, I can take and use your cars, but I won't have those same cars in mine. That's the only way I can think that they could do it, because if they did it where you had your own individual servers, they could have it where you can meet friends from around the world. But if they had it where it was all one regional server, then they wouldn't be able to both have customization in it, and it would be limited. That's why I think when they update it, they might be able to update it to 32 people on one server. Because in the trailer, you know, that hint trailer, the one that they showed at the end of the thing where the guys in the building, that looked like a way more than 16 people. I could be wrong. So I'm thinking that maybe they're starting out with 16 because, one, they want to see how much the servers can handle. 2, they want to wait 2 weeks to see how many people are going to get on the server. And 3, they're probably just being careful. I can see the light on your face.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one right now.
What?
Okay, apparently the SimCity, it's the same map sizes.
Oh, they haven't changed the map sizes?
No, there are people still complaining about that.
Okay. It's
My
just...
face is over the Skype logo.
Is it?
For me, it was.
Oh, I was like, it's not on mine. Okay. But, so, yeah... The thing is like, I'm excited for it. I like the characters. I like that they add the diversity. I cannot remember all the characters' names. I think the main guy is Michael. Oh gosh.
He's actually the first one that you get to play.
Oh, is he?
You do not get to start out with all 3 characters at the same time, is what they said.
Okay, so they kind of unravel each character.
All characters will have their, like, most of the time. With Franklin, he's gonna do mostly gang wars and racing.
Okay, Franklin is the black guy, the guy that's trying to get like gang wars. He's trying to get respect in his gang. Okay, and what's the redneck guy's name?
Trevor.
Trevor. What? This is why I'm glad you're here, because I would not remember any of these guys' names. Trevor, Michael, and I already forgot Franklin. all easy names to remember, and I can't remember. So anyway, that's actually kind of cool. But it still kind of keeps it linear that you don't have the freedom to play all 3 characters, which I kind of am happy they did that so that they wouldn't oversaturate it with too many characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I want to know is other than when you're doing in a mission, in like, okay, say you're in free roam, the way they portray it is you can switch to characters if you're not in a mission. But I'm wondering, when you get in a mission, can you only switch to them at important times? Because remember in the first trailer, they were showing how Michael was kidnapping the guy, he rappelled down the thing, and all of a sudden
Oh,
he's like, I
yeah.
need backup.
Mhm.
Now, if you want to be Michael, would Franklin automatically snipe the guys, or do you have to switch to him? Because in that way, I feel like it would be kind of linear, but at the same time, it was kind of cool because that's a part of the mission. You have to play that different character. And then to fly away, you have to fly away as Trevor. Trevor?
Right.
You know, and so if they did it that way where it forces you to switch to him, I don't mind, but it kind of takes away from the options or the freedom of playing as a character, you know? So,
I felt that GTA 4, I wish that they would put in a new cover system for GTA 5 because there are some videos on YouTube that talk about ways that we can improve things that we don't want in GTA 5 that we learned from GTA 4. The cover system was horrible. You had to press like RB or something. And when I could just like crouch behind a car in Call of Duty to avoid getting shot.
They added crouch in the 4th game where you could hide behind things.
I know they did, but that was still irritating.
Oh yeah, it was kind of like if you were near a thing, you kind of zapped over to it, and it was very. They fixed that up, and if you played Red Dead Redemption, I know you didn't. They fixed it where because you had to hide a lot more in Red Dead Redemption, they fixed that. So I'm assuming they're gonna use an improved one because they said they improved all the mechanics. But what I like is kind of like in GTA 4, you don't have much of a retina, you have a dot. So when you're aiming, you actually feel like you have to aim at the guy.
Right, and real quick.
Yeah.
I know that this is not about GTA 5, but please comment about this if you're watching this video. Did anybody out here go for Payday 2 and was disappointed this week, like me? Because it turned out what happened in that game is that there was a humongous shipping issue. They did not have enough copies of the game because they didn't know that there would be this big of a rush. I've been on hold almost every day at GameStop because there's like 10 callers ahead of me that want the same games.
I knew that was going to be a popular game, and it's going to be a game I want to get eventually, but it's not one that was been on my list. But that's really shocking that this happened, and it has to be the people that made and shipped out Payday because...
Hey, I got to mute my mic real quick.
Okay. But he was just talking about how he was unable to get the Payday, and he ordered it, pre-ordered it. They haven't even called him. He said he went over down to GameStop, and there was only 5 copies. They only gotten 5 copies. And because of that, he was not able to get his game. Now, I knew that this has happened with big games. I know I had pre-ordered Skyrim. I got there that morning, and I found out later that afternoon that they had ran out. So this happens sometimes. Sometimes when they don't ship out enough, it could be intentional or it could be accidental. Maybe someone got the wrong numbers. That's probably what it is.
There's been such a humongous rush to this game, though, because... apparently, what they did last time with Payday the Heist, which was the original Payday, they only let you get it physical on the PC. At least I think it was physical. It might have been all digital. You could have gotten it on Xbox Live, Arcade, and then off of the PSN store on PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing I was going to say is that you were mentioning earlier about the bank heist in GTA 4. Now, how many other things are there? Like, could you just go walk into a place and do a heist? Or are they like scripted things, or like scripted events to start out?
They're more scripted, but they keep updating them and they keep adding more.
That's what I was thinking too, because like they're saying you could rob a liquor store. Like, could you just walk into a liquor store like, okay, I'm gonna steal all the money here, or because I understand with the bank.
I'm saying like, I'm talking about both, and this relates to both Payday and GTA in the ways that they're gonna be updating it constantly.
Yeah.
And that if you're trying to play online, one thing that's probably going to bug people is that servers will be down when they're updating it.
Oh, are they? I didn't even hear that.
So you're going to be forced to play single player with the stupid AI.
Oh, darn. Stupid AI.
They can't heal you. They can't do anything. You have to do everything by yourself. Like, you can't pick up the money and put it into your truck. You have to go back 4 times if there's 4 bags.
Are you talking about Payday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about GTA. There might be the same issue with GTA, that they might have to turn off the server.
Not that I don't mind that.
Yeah, But in a way,
Because-
some of the pictures for GTA Online and GTA in general, when because you do bank heists in the game and you do bank heists online, it kind of looks like Payday. I was looking for some pictures for GTA and I found a picture and I was like, "Is this Payday?" And then
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen the graphics for Payday. They aren't the best
Mhm.
out there, certainly. I think that GTA 5 is some of the best animation work I've ever seen.
Yeah,
We're getting close to our 25-minute mark. So
yeah,
just gonna...
we're over 20 minutes, so we should go ahead and wrap it up. So let's just talk about one more thing.
Yeah.
There's something else I saw earlier that we froze again for a second. Sorry, guys. There was something else I was going to say that I saw that was interesting. I like that you can buy a garage. I like you can build. The way they said in the game for the original trailer was you can buy and do stock. I wonder how much freedom you get. I think with online, the only difference is with online and single players, you do multiplayer missions, or they say you can play online on your own, but you're not playing the story. And I think the map is completely unlocked. I think the difference is also is like you can play with other people, but it's pretty much the same thing, but it's just more freedom. You know, GTA the game you play as yourself, you play as these characters, but GTA Online you play as yourself, and I think a lot of people are
Right.
going to play that.
You can customize your own character.
Yeah,
And here's the thing about GTA 5. I want to get Trevor out of the desert as fast as possible, because I don't think that that's a good place for him.
hmm
Because he's just going to cause more mayhem. And that's what I kind of like about him, because in the trailers, if you pay attention, he's like a bounty hunter and stuff, and she like grabs this man and then shoves him down the toilet or something.
Oh
In
no,
one of
that
the
was his
trailers.
leg. That was some guy's leg. He was trying to get rid of. Blah blah blah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. But it was like a leg, so like he chopped up someone. But yeah, they did kind of suggest that later in the trailer with the lady, which she's just like, "Oh no, I'm just doing fine." Like that's like his receptionist. That's his receptionist. I'm gonna laugh and enjoy the game even more. It's like she's my half sister and my receptionist.
I think Trevor's going to be the most comical character.
Yeah, he's gonna be
And
the
then
comic
Michael's
relief.
son is also going to be very comical.
Yeah, is he the one that's the geeky kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're getting... Oh, gosh, we've only got 5 seconds.
No, we're fine. I set it
Yeah.
to 25. We're fine. But let's just go ahead and wrap it up. But yeah, it seems like that online there's a lot more customization where you can play as yourself. I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to play that and not even play the story. Like people did that with Red Dead Redemption. There's been multiple times I've been on Red Dead Redemption and they haven't even played the story. And I'm like, you've had the game how long? And there's just going to be some people that don't buy the game for the story. They're going to buy it for the online. And I know that, and that's kind of sad. But at the same time, Rockstar is going to get money either way. So that's what's kind of smart in not charging people because they know that there's going to be people that are going to buy it for online.
Alright, so real quick, if you guys are interested in the game, tell us on a scale from 1 to 10 how good you think that the game is going to be in the comments below. In my opinion, I think it's going to be 9.7.
That's pretty high. But you're leaving room for error. That 0.3. But I think it's going to be, I would give it a 9.5 because I'm going to leave it to see how many bugs are going to be in it. I mean, they're going to be, like I said, they're going to update it all the time. So they're going to get rid of it
The
pretty fast.
multiplayer is probably going to have a few bugs at first,
Yeah.
but overall, I think it's going to be a good experience.
But, okay, so one more freeze. Whee! Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here so I can edit it so it doesn't go too long. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little special cast, and I hope you guys enjoyed the new format. And we'll maybe see you in the next Lazy Cast. So see you guys.
See you guys.